What is up, Scorpio? Welcome to your general timeless reading. If you're new, my name's Jordyn. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm a master Reiki practitioner and I'm also a tarot reader. So if you want a personal reading or Reiki session, you can go ahead and book it down below through my website in the description box. Everything that you need is down there. If you want to be part of our Patreon family, that's where I do the monthly readings, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, and weekly Patreon only videos. It's also where I'm going to be doing the live Q&As for this series that I have now, which I will be throwing out some more videos this month. I just have some sponsorship stuff that I'm waiting on, so they're kind of like delayed in being posted because I have to wait for them to be reviewed and craziness. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow and I greatly appreciate it. Hello, Diamond, my dear. But let's begin. Let's see what's going on, Scorpios. Let's see what's going on with all of you. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Show me what I most need to see for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. Hey, Autumn, how are you? Show me what I most need to see for Scorpio. Okay. Page of Wands. This doesn't feel like inner child, like soul energy. This feels like I want to build. I want to build. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. There's a fear of loss, though. You're understanding the exchange of energy. Like for wanting to go, for wanting to move forward, there is going to need to be a release of old. It's like, as I'm going in this direction, I do need to let go of the things that used to be part of my life, that used to be here, that used to be in my reality, because I'm shifting into a higher state. Because pages are students, it's also a signal of a new beginning, of a new cycle. Our nodes switch on the 19th of this month of January 2022. Ooh, that's so weird to say. But because of that, we are attracting a lot of new circumstances, a lot of new people, ways of thinking. In Scorpio, you are going to be our new South node. So lessons, right? Cycles, karma, but it's a collective energy. So yeah, check out where it affects your chart, but it is a collective energy. It's about how it affects the collective consciousness, okay? The Four of Cups. I feel like you are being approached, or you're the one approaching somebody as the Page of Wands. So either this Page of Wands is you or it's somebody in your environment and you're just like not receptive to it. It's like, nope. Whoever this Four of Cups is, it's kind of like, I don't want to deal with you right now. I got a lot on my plate. I don't want to accept what you're coming to offer me because I just emotionally, not there, not present. And I feel like they have good intentions. I feel like that, yeah, they're like, we got a new world we're moving into. Let's go have fun. Let's explore. Let's do things together. And this Four of Cups person's like, sorry, I'm too busy sulking about the things that I know I need to release that I don't really need to be sulking about, but habitually, I feel like I need to cry. It's kind of like a breakup. Like, I'm not really upset about ending this relationship because I'm not really even emotionally invested anymore. But habitually in society, we always see people crying when they break up. So we all need to cry for a week or two when we break up, when really half the time, are you really even that upset? Probably not. Probably not. You're probably like, oh my gosh, this feels so much better because we're not fighting all the time. Right? New beginning. New beginning. This person feels like they're sulking just to sulk, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel like they're really upset about something. I feel like they just like to sulk. They might say, no, I'm really upset. But if they really thought about it, they're really just sulking because they don't know how to pull themselves out of that rut right now. And they're struggling. And that's okay, but they need to recognize that. Nine of Pentacles energy. Nine of Pentacles energy. This new cycle is going to help both these people feel very... it's not just like the stereotypical Nine of Pentacles, I'm independent and like self-sufficient, all of that. It's this energy of, I can take up a room. I can take up this space and I don't need to be small to accommodate your comfort zone, right? It's like, hey, I'm sorry. I'm taking up all the space with my mopiness right now. Don't come in here with all of your positivity. Oh, well, I'm not going to let your mopiness affect all my positivity. This person's like, I'm going to still be great. If you want to continue moping, I'm going to continue on to my next cycle, right? So It's that kind of energy. It's not allowing others to affect you anymore. So whether this is you or someone in your environment, you're moving away from the things that basically are bringing you down. And you're like, I don't want to deal with it. I just don't want to deal with it. It's not worth my time. Because this is theirs. It's not yours. And if this is you, it's not theirs. Right? I know some people are going to be like, oh my gosh, Jordyn, you're an ass. But listen, I had to tell myself this because for the longest time, even in my current relationship, I was like, my world's falling apart and it's all because of my relationship with my partner. When really, no, it was like, Jordyn, you're unhappy with Jordyn and Jordyn needs to fix things with Jordyn. And this was like the beginning of 2021, end of 2020, you know, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm projecting. We do that. We're human because we don't want to accept the things we have to change. New cycle coming, new 8-year-long cycle. So now's the time to try to accept those things and release them. Because I really would love if you were a brand new version and you did this for you. So you don't have it for another 8 years. That'd be great. That'd be really good. Okay. Next, Scorpio. Okay. Kapowie. Okay. 5 of Cups. Thank the Lord. 3 of Cups. Oh, okay. We're good. They let it go. 5 of Cups is kind of like, okay, I'm done crying over spilt milk. We can get back together now. 3 of Cups. Reconciliation. I'm ready to be your friend again. We can be a happy family again, or we can date again. You know, whatever it is. Because the 5 and the 3 means that there's a 2 of Cups energy present. This relationship's going to move forward. It's just that this other individual was kind of like, I'm happy. I'm ready to move forward. 4 of Cups is like, I want to mope a little longer. They're like, okay, well, you go mope. I'm going to go do my thing. They did their thing. 4 of Cups was like, oh my gosh, they're leaving me in the dust. I gotta move. You know? Okay, I'm not moping anymore because I don't want to lose you over the fact that I want to mope about something that really wasn't worth my time or energy. And look, and you end with the sun. Happiness. Da, 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 da. And then the World in reverse. Because they realize that the old way of being, because the sun is also sudden realizations. It's the realization that this was an old cycle. It's kind of like, well, if I sit here and I sulk, or if I sit here and I claim the victim mentality, it's easier to do this and to have someone's sympathy and for somebody else to stroke my ego than for me to learn how to meet my own needs. Than for me to learn how to stroke my own ego. Than for me to learn to tell myself, you know what? I don't need to allow this to ruin my day. I don't need to allow this one little speed bump to turn into a massive mountain and tear me down so much. But this person would take one thing and let it consume them. They're learning that they don't need to do that. That it's okay to let it go. Okay? This is a really good thing. It's a really good thing. A lot of cup energy, but you have Jupiter in your sign right now. So it's a lot of expansion energy, a lot of higher consciousness, expansive energy. This is really, really nice. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. What do I want to clarify with? Yeah, sure. Nope, don't want to. Change my mind. Let's do Tarot Royale. My fingers hurt from these rings today. My skin's just sensitive. I don't know what's going on, but... Okay. Let's look at this Page of Wands. Strength. They're like, I'm confident. I know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to do it. And you can't stop me. You can't stop me now. Yeah. Because so the Strength card, and I've felt the need to really explain this into the collective a lot lately, because a lot of readers are like, strength. Oh my God, you're confident. Oh my God, strength. Oh my God, strong will. You know, but strength is also about taming the inner beast. It's about a very gentle feminine energy, taming a lion, taming the parts of yourself like your anger, your ambition that sometimes get the best of you. Taming the parts of yourself that may leak energy or may be in excess and learning how to contain them, right? Keep them constrained with the chain that she has around it, but in a way that's loose, so you don't feel confined, so you can still feel free, so you can still feel strong, so you can still feel in your power, but you're in control. You're in control. Your ego's not in control. You're in control. Your higher self is in control. Okay? There's a difference. And that's why you're in a healthy soul energy, a fun, lighthearted, playful energy, because you're in a healthy ego energy. Okay. Four of Cups. Mopey Mopester, Four of Cups. Yep, validation for me as a reader that the channeled message is correct. Mopey McMopester is Mopey McMopester. Okay? And they're gonna move out of that eventually with the Chariot. The universe is like, hello, I need you to get up. No more moping. I need you to move. With the Chariot there, like, it's happening in other realms. It's not really happening here in the material world around them, and that's okay. They are going to see in their own divine time through a higher state of consciousness, not here in the material world, that they're just going to have this aha moment of, okay, like, I got to get my ish together. Like, I got to go. Like, I can't keep sitting here anymore. Let's look at the Fool. I feel like this is what triggers them, to be honest. Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so here's the trigger. Yep, Queen of Pentacles. When they see their other person feeling stable and successful, they're like, oh my gosh, I need to get over myself. I can't keep moping, because they're becoming confident. They're becoming independent. They're becoming stable. And they don't need me. And they don't care if I sit here and I mope. They're just busy working on themselves, becoming a better version. And like, I want to do that too. I want to do that too. It's inspiring to this individual, right? They're not being enabled. You're not enabling the Four of Cupper to stay a Four of Cupper. You know, you're becoming a Queen of Pentacle, or whatever word you want to put in there. Let's get one more for the Fool. Five of Wands. Yeah, it's a very determined, competitive energy. It's the competition mentality. It's like, oh my gosh, you're successful? I need to be successful too. Oh my gosh, you're leaving me in the dust. It's lighting the fire underneath them. That's what's happening. Okay. Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles now. Ace of Wands. Yeah. And so this Queen of Pentacles is the Nine of Pentacles. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm on fire. I'm creating this magnificent new soul-aligned life for myself. And, you know, if you're doing that by the tree, that's fine. But I'm going to keep doing what I want to do over here. And it's fulfilling. It's fulfilling. Because now they've completely surrendered. They've released everything. They're like, I really don't care, because you are not my responsibility. I love you. I'll hold space for you. Got all this loving space for you, but I got no problem leaving you in the dust. Five of Pentacles, right? I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm not going to... okay, so let's talk about... it's called recapitulation. It's a shamanic practice of basically calling your soul home to you. So let's say somebody cuts you off on the highway and you start cussing them out, right? You've given a piece of your soul to them and exchanged it for that anger. And you're like, hey, I'm going to allow you to have a piece of me because I want to be so angry at you that I'm going to hold on to this anger instead. Right? So if that person wants to throw a tantrum by the tree, you're giving part of your heart, part of your energy to them, to coddling them, self-sacrificing the time and energy that you could be using to heal yourself, right? Because you only have so much in a cup to give to the people you love. This person likes to take a little bit more than what that cup has to hold. They ask for some of what's in your cup that's meant for you. And you realize that I can't pour anything from my cup for other people. This cup is meant for me. So you're like, hey, sorry, I got nothing left in my cup for people, places, and other things. Only cup I got right now is for myself, so it's going to me. And they're like, but I'm crying by a tree. And you're like, well, you got your own cup. You might as well drink it. That's not rude. You're teaching them how to meet their own needs. It's a boundary. It's a boundary. It is a boundary. Okay? There's a nice way to go about it. You're not abandoning them. You're simply saying, I do not have the space to continue to meet your needs when you are not willing to try to do it for yourself. Okay? Let's continue. Let's look at the Five of Cups. Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. This is the mopey person, the Four of Cupper. As they get out of their 4-cupper and they move to the 5-cupper, right, they mourn the old energy. They surrender. And they're like, okay, I'm going to start to build a new foundation here. I'm going to start to find a sense of stability in myself. Create environments that are safe and secure in my own life, right? Learn to stand on their own 2 feet. Not to say that this person cannot stand on their own 2 feet in all areas of their life. It's just that in whatever area that this is resonating in for you, that you help them in, they ask of you in a little bit of excess, or you ask of them in excess, right? Whichever energy you're claiming, if you're the 4-cupper or if you're the Page of Wander, right? So let's look at the 3 of Cups. This is the 2 of them coming back together. I thought a card just flipped over. I guess not. Okay. Let's see. Justice in reverse and the King of Cups. This person comes back and they're like, okay, well, I love you and I want us to get back together, but I would like for you to apologize for hurting me. Justice in reverse. It's like they have resentment. It's like, okay, I fixed myself. I learned to love myself, but I'm angry that you were not there for me. I'm angry that you made me learn that lesson. No, they are uncomfortable with the fact that they are now standing outside their comfort zone. And they want to project that sense of not being comfortable onto somebody else. How often do we do that? How often do we say, well, I'm uncomfortable and I want to blame it on you? I'm uncomfortable because you challenged me to be vulnerable. And I'm mad at you for that because I don't want to be vulnerable right now. So I'm going to make it seem like you abandoned me and it hurt my feelings. Is it really that they abandoned you? Or do you feel that your abandonment was triggered because someone was challenging you to meet your own needs? I know. Listen, I would not know this if I wasn't the Page of Cupper at some point. The 4 of Cupper. I was totally a 4 of Cupper at one point. And my person that I'm with was like, hey, I'm going to point out your distortion to you and make you see how distorted you are. No shame. Like, we're all human. We're all human. We all have like distorted thoughts about relationships, about connecting to people, about vulnerability, about all these things. And it's okay. Is it poopy to like have to admit these things? Yeah. But the sooner you can do it and be like, oh God, like, this sucks major cojones, but I know I have to do it to better myself, you're going to realize that the things that you dislike about yourself, it's actually you realizing that you have the power to change these things. There's no good or bad in you. It's not like this label of dark and light. It's just that there's parts of you. There's parts of you that you want to improve, and there's parts of you that you want to get rid of, and there's parts of you that you want to keep, and there's parts of you that you absolutely freaking love. They're just parts of you. That's it. They're parts of you. When you start to see it without judgment, that's when this journey becomes so much more easy. So you're like, that part is a part that we could just, and that's a part that we got to work on because that's a part I'm a little too attached to. I'm a Leo moon, so I feel you. I'm dramatic as hell, you know? But let's look at the sun because these are the sudden realizations. These are the aha moments. A lot of people like to describe, if you look at the sun in like a textbook, tarot book, it's like happiness, abundance, love, prosperity, all this great happy stuff like birth, pregnancy, right? The sun's also about incarnation. It's about realizing the purpose of why you came to this path. It's also about connecting with a higher source energy, but having a balanced masculine energy because the sun is masculine energy. It's also the solar plexus. By recapitulation, I say that word really slowly because if I try to say it fast, I'd fuck it up. When you call your soul home, you visualize your Dantian, or the energy between your solar plexus and your sacral, right? The womb energy connecting by a cord to the sun. And you call back to you those bits and pieces that you left in arguments or resentments or traumatic experiences, right? You're calling them home to you through source energy, through that sunlight, through that masculine creative energy, because you're remembering how powerful you are to maintain and create your own stability, your own wholeness, right? Okay. So the sun, let's see what these realizations are. But my point of saying all that was you are calling yourself back home by integrating this part of your shadow. Okay? Or them integrating this part of their shadow. Yeah, Queen of Cups. That's funny. Yeah, and then the Four of Swords. So this queen is like, this is really funny. I'm laughing because it's when you do tarot for such a long time, you realize the lesson of the Buddha, where it's like each lesson is just a timeline and it just gets repeated and repeated and repeated and repeated and passed on over and over. And that's, I've done this reading like in so many different like tarot card layouts, but it's like the same thing over and over. It's just funny. This feminine energy is literally looking at the masculine like, okay, you've healed, but I think you should go back and do it a little bit more because I'm not apologizing. And I got nothing to apologize for. The way you're feeling is something that you feel inside yourself. And I can apologize for the fact that I'm pushing you outside your comfort zone, but I hope you can see that I'm doing it because I love you. Well, I love you, right? Queen of Cups. They see that because they're enlightened. They're enlightened. They're trying to get them to embody their personal power. All that they are. All that they are. Awesome. Awesome. But you are the new South Node mid-January. It's lessons. It's the past. It's karmic cycles, right? So karmic cycles, karma has such a bad rep, but it's not, karma's not a bad thing. It's just soul lessons that you need to learn, that you need to heal, that you need to integrate. It's a really, really good thing. It's a really good thing, okay? But Scorpio, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website. Check out my Patreon channel if you want access to the monthly readings, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, weekly Patreon only videos. And if you join as a tier 1, I'm going to start doing live chats soon in regards to the series I started on my YouTube channel. So yeah, we can talk about all that stuff too. You can just ask me questions and guidance and things like that. But I love you. I wish you the best, and I will see you next time.